Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, back to Hoisington, Kansas, to the Hoisington Activity Center for the ladies' round of semifinal SubState basketball, Class 3A, as we get ready to take on a very familiar foe in the Ellsworth Lady Bearcats tonight. A team that we played twice this year already, beat both times by the hair of our chinny chin chin. Once by 3, once by 2, and that by 2 was on a last-second 15-footer by Kennedy Allison. Very tough foe, very equal to us in capabilities. The two programs go back and forth over the years, back and forth, who's going to win. I think the Lions hold a slight edge. I did have that all written out, but I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, we are here to take them on in semifinal play to see who has the right to go on to play the Cinderella of the night, of the week, which is the Lions, who were seeded what, Mike? They were seeded number
5 seed.
5, and they took out the number 1 seed tonight, Phillipsburg, by close to 10 points. Very good squad. But we got to get through this one tonight. Holly Conley, number 10, their leader. Rachel Herzog, Davis, Landon, names you've heard us call before. We're going to have to watch them all. Dale Leech, Dale Henderson, Mike Perry here to bring the call. Mike, take it away.
As you mentioned, Dale, these teams will match up well, and they've been tight games both times this year. Here on neutral court, you don't know. It's probably a coin flip, but I think it comes down to who executes the best on the offensive end. Both teams play pretty well. I don't think they play quite as good as defense as we do, but whoever doesn't turn the ball over and executes on the half-court set, I think will win this game here tonight. Of course, that's usually the case anyway, whoever doesn't turn the ball over. But Ellsworth always presents a problem with when there's a gal named Conley on the floor. She's an inside-out player. She'll bring the ball up the court. She'll play down on the low block. She'll play high post, and she'll shoot the 3 ball. So, pretty exciting basketball player.
Yes, she is, and I think my key to the game would probably be her. If we can get her a little out of her rhythm and not let her go off really big on us, will be a huge benefit to us because they have other girls who can score, but she's definitely their bread and butter and is the one that really makes them go. So, defensively, we have to get her, out of rhythm, and it would be, asking for too much, but maybe a little foul trouble along the way to help that cause. But, and we're going to have the balanced scoring that we normally get from our girls, to offset her.
Connor Davis always just a tenacious rebounder, offensive rebounder and defensive rebounder. At 5'7", it seems like she gets her share of rebounds, so we're going to have to keep her out of the low block. But as you mentioned, Minneapolis, a team this year that at times Mara Pounds has carried this team, other times Kennedy Allison has carried this team, J.C. Owens, Kate Steinbrock. These 7-8 girls that play most of the minutes are just going to have to play hard all night long, and they're all going to have to play well.
Yes, it'll definitely take a good team effort on our part to pull this off. Because as you guys have already mentioned, playing a team for the 3rd time, that is just extremely tough, especially when the competition's been really close. I always felt when I was coaching anyway that when you were that loser twice, it was really easy to get your girls motivated, and you could talk about that, and it just carries a big weight into the game. And on the other end, you're kind of thinking, well, we've already beat them twice, and we can do it again. But I don't know. I think in reality, I think Ellsworth probably has an edge coming into this game with just that aspect of we're going to get them this 3rd time, because that's what coaches thrive on, is getting your players motivated with talks like that of
they're going to have the hunger.
The hunger is there. You know that hunger is there.
The big advantage I think we have, if anything, from what I've seen in their box scores, is our team depth, especially with Lott and Forte coming on to add to our depth off the bench. I still see just
Good. Here you.
4 players or so scoring for Ellsworth consistently.
Yeah, they're pretty much heavy loaded at the top. There's no doubt about that. We go way deeper than them, and that's why I think that's our advantage. Is our team depth, and I think our team balance. We don't have to have that one big score for us to be successful. Because we get 6 here and 4 there, and but we have to have that to offset Conley, because if we don't get out on her, she's going to go for 16 or 20 on us.
She can hurt you. They're a good, nice team to watch. They've been getting better year after year. They'll put 4 seniors on the floor and start here tonight. So girls that have played well together through the years. Minneapolis has juniors, sophomores, and juniors that played well and together since they were freshmen. And as you mentioned, off the bench scoring, Jade Relott's been a pleasant surprise the second half of the season, and Cole Forte with some good minutes the other night. So the bench is very important when you can get some scoring there. Kate Steinbrock comes in and shoots the 3-ball well, and if she has space and an open look, she will knock down quite a few of those, and that's another important key of our offense is the outside shooting. Mara Pounds, mid-season form, she was shooting the ball lights out. Hadn't shot the ball quite as well here as of late, but capable of also putting the ball in the rim. So we're just about ready to start here. Starting lineups forthcoming. Minneapolis is without Grace Peters, suffering from a slight concussion yet. But as Dale mentioned, the depth of this Minneapolis team might overweigh Ellsworth's athleticism up front. Minneapolis home team tonight in white. Ellsworth in their road black. For Ellsworth, number 5, Rachel Herzog. She's 5'6", a senior. She's got the dreadlocks tonight. And for Minneapolis, swing guard, Lucy Giles. For Ellsworth, number 10, Hallie Conley. And as we mentioned, heart and soul of this Ellsworth Bearcat team. For J.C. Owens, she's got a tough task of keeping Conley off the boards here tonight. That will be tough. J.C. Owens runs the point, or the post for Minneapolis. For Ellsworth, number 12, Kaylee Landon. She's 5'4" and a senior. For Minneapolis, quick forward, Allison.
Kennedy Allison.
Good name dropper tonight. And for Ellsworth, number 13, Macy Jones. Minneapolis will start at point, Lindsay Shoup. And for Ellsworth, number 20, Connor Davis. For Minneapolis, senior leader, Mara Pounds. We're set to go, and I don't know why I keep forgetting Kennedy's first name, but I do. There's too many Allisons on this team, I guess. We're almost ready to go. Clock is set, and the girls are having one last huddle out in the middle of the floor. This should be a pretty exciting game. Minneapolis, as Dale mentioned, has skated by Ellsworth a couple times this year already. We've got a couple referees we've seen before. They're excellent referees. The game before this was closely called, and we anticipate this one being the same way. Conley will jump center for Ellsworth, and Lucy Giles for Minneapolis. Both teams playing for the tip, Ellsworth more so than we are. Conley looks like it's a tip to Herzog, but they tip it back, and it's controlled by Macy Jones. Ellsworth with the first possession here with Landon. Entry pass to Conley. Now down on the low block, Herzog all the way up and in. Baseline drive. Bucket is good. Rachel Herzog with the first 2 points of the game. Shoup gets it off Pounds on the right wing. Ellsworth in a man-to-man. Dribble drive by Shoup. Kicked out of there. Kennedy Allison picks up the loose ball. Now Mara down on the baseline to J.C. Owens. Tough shot. And the board is cleared by Davis, Connor Davis. She can rebound. Herzog on the right wing out front. Conley, she'll shoot that three ball. Back rim. The long carom comes out the Herzog baseline. Jump shot no good. And J.C. Owens has the rebound for Minneapolis. Lady Lions up the court quickly. Kennedy Allison into the paint. Shot off a glass and rims in. Kennedy Allison with the first bucket of the night for Minneapolis. Man-to-man defense by Minneapolis. Davis with the ball screen for Herzog now on the right wing. Landon down low. Davis jump shot on the baseline, rimming out. And Lindsay Shoup clears the glass for Minneapolis. Kennedy Allison on the right wing looks inside. Dribble drive. Herzog's right there. Now Lucy Giles out front. Mara Pounds. Shoup on the left wing. Dribble drive off her knee as the referee makes the call down on the baseline. It goes out of bounds. It will be Ellsworth ball. We turn it over. Here in the early going, 2-2. 6:18 left. First quarter. Herzog with the ball. Now Landon on the left wing. Back to Herzog. Macy Jones. Skip pass to Landon. They're looking for Conley inside, and rightfully so. She's got an excellent mid-range jumper in the paint. Herzog out on top, picks up her dribble, gives it off to Jones. Good defense by Minneapolis in a 2-3 zone there. Conley gets a shot and is tipped out of there by Davis. Goes out of bounds. Will be Minneapolis ball to play in.
Yeah, we shifted to a 2-3 zone that possession and did a really nice job of bottling Conley up inside. They were trying to get her in there, but we really had the lane plugged up, and they were reluctant to take the outside shot.
For those of you that asked for this, the score is 2-2.
Jadra Lott in the contest for Minneapolis, along with Kate Steinbrock. Two important parts of this Lady Lions team off the bench, scoring and energy, as Lott crashes the offensive glass. But Davis, as I mentioned, she is a rebounder. She is strong on the inside. 5'7" senior. Herzog out on the left wing, gets it off to Conley, back to Herzog. Open for a three, but will not pull the trigger. Back in that 2-3 zone, Minneapolis. Long shot on its way, no good by Landon. And Kennedy Allison clears the board for Minneapolis. Kate Steinbrock on the right wing. Now Allison on the left wing gets a ball screen from Jadra Lott. In the paint she goes, and she's hammered by Davis. Connor Davis, they'll call that on the floor. It will be Minneapolis ball to play in. And as luck would have it, we have a 6'10" guy sitting in front of us.
Jay Allison
He's every bit of it.
and Mara Pounds come in.
Pounds back in. Ball is thrown in. Jadra Lott chases it down at the 10-second line. Allison out front. Steinbrock wide open. Three-pointer on its way. And Kate Steinbrock with space and time lines up three ball, and down the hatch it goes.
5-2.
As I mentioned, one of the important aspects of our offense is offensive rebounded by Jadra Lott and scoring from Kate Steinbrock. Macy Jones has it, gets it off to Herzog. Looking inside for Davis. And Shea Allison is right there on her, and a nickel dimer is called on Shea Allison. Her first personal foul, first team foul. 5-2 Minneapolis as Lucy Giles and Weedle enter the contest. Sydney in the contest for the first time. Davis, jump shot down low, no good, and Lucy Giles with the big board for Minneapolis. Mara Pounds with the ball guarded by Conley. Gets a ball screen from Lucy. Now left wing. Steinbrock with another three on its way. She hit another one.
8-2 Minneapolis, 3:43 remaining in the first quarter.
Their coach is a little bit angry as he calls a quick 30-second timeout. Coach, what do you think? Steinbrock with a little space.
Well, they've left her wide open twice. The first time I thought she kind of got lost in maybe a switch. That time they just left her alone. I've been kind of interested in the fact that they have Conley guarding basically our point guards, because she started off on Shoup and now she's on Mara Pounds. That's kind of an interesting concept to me, that you would take one of your bigger girls and put on another team's guard. And right now I think defensively they're a little confused by maybe that.
Her that tall playing that far out on the floor is a little bit mysterious. Ellsworth with the ball now. Macy Jones hands it off to Conley. Minneapolis still playing tight defense. Man-to-man, as far as I can tell. Herzog skip pass to the other side. Davis right there. They reverse the ball. Jones out on top. Now Herzog, baseline shot is blocked by Allison. The stick back by Herzog over the rim. No good. Shea Allison with the rebound for Minneapolis.
Right now our defense is really solid and they are really not getting any looks at all.
And they still haven't switched up a little. As you'd mentioned, Coach, Conley is guarding Mara Pounds. That is a little bit strange. We lose it, and there's a reach-in foul as Conley headed up the floor. Mara reached in and commits the foul. Shoup, Owens, Allison, and Lott enter the contest. Giles stays in. 8-2, Minneapolis, 2:32 left, first quarter. Herzog with the ball. Right wing Landon, back to Herzog. Jones gets it into Davis. Good hands by Lindsay Shoup. The ball is tipped. We have a good double team. Now down low, Davis turned around, jump shot, good. She's tough on the low block. You've got to move her out of there. She rebounds well, and she's got that little 8-footer on the low block.
Well, I still really like our defense because we are really making them work, and the shots they are getting are really very tightly contested.
Jade Lott with the ball, back to Shoup. Entry pass to Owens. There's a mismatch right there. If we can get Owens on track. There's a blocking foul called as Shoup gets all the way to the rack. Foul is whistled on number 10. That's Conley. It's her first. But as you mentioned, if we could coax another foul out of her and possibly have her spend some time on the bench here in the first half, wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit. We play it in. Minute 47 left, first quarter. Allison gets it into Giles. Dribble drive into the paint. Has her shot partially blocked. And it lands on the floor where Ellsworth picks up the loose ball. Landon has it. Herzog in the corner. Now inside to Davis. Good double team down low. Out front, Conley. Macy Jones steps back, pops, and misses Owens.
We went from the man-to-man to the zone there. Switching it up constantly.
Kennedy Allison with the ball. Lazy pass is intercepted, but tipped out of bounds by Macy Jones. Kate Steinbrock back in the contest.
1:09 to go in the quarter. It's 8-4 Minneapolis.
Shooter enters the game. They immediately jump out on her. Kate runs the baseline well, though. Looks for an opening, and good defense. Now the entry pass is tipped away. Shoup rescues it. Now Owens gets away with a walk. Shot off the glass, no good. And we have a tie-up. Possession arrow favors Minneapolis as they reached in, tied up Davis. Quick hands J.C. Owens. We'll play it in, under a minute left first quarter. Low scoring affair so far. 8-4, now down low. Owens can't get the ball up and shot. They were draped right over the top there. There were 4 hands on that ball. Couldn't get the shot off.
Possession arrow to Ellsworth.
Jump ball is a call. And Ellsworth now with the ball. Now a pass down low to Davis. Tries to get some space and does. Shot up and in.
The lead is down to 2, 8-6.
She's tough. She's a very strong individual.
Really good post move. She was very patient. Took a little step back and rose up and put that thing in the hole.
Steinbrock's entry pass to Owens is tipped out of bounds. It will be Minneapolis ball. Mara Pounds back in. Shoot gets a breather. Amy Westerman in the contest. She's a freshman, 5'8". She's a beanpole. Mara Pounds hands off. Entry pass to Jade Roulat. Shot no good. Owens on the backside misses the easy shot. They shoot from half court. It's nowhere close, but we missed 2 easy shots. But that's the way the first quarter ends. Minneapolis leading 8-6. We'll be back with second quarter action. This is SalinaPost.com, Edel Communications, Channel 20. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Here's actually a PSA. Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activity programs. During competition, they're translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. Public service message from your Kansas State High School Activity Association and Eagle Communications Channel 20. A coach once wrote, "When we lose without excuses and when we acknowledge the better team, we place winning and losing in their proper perspective. That's when we find out if we can be good sports." Sportsmanship is a goal to strive for at all times in athletics, activities, and our daily lives. Remember to act in a proper manner the next time you attend a high school activity event. Public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and Eagle Communications Channel 20. We're back at it. Go, Mike.
Good grief, Dale. Did you even take a breath?
Nope.
Second quarter action, we play it in. Possession arrow favors Minneapolis. Let's start the second quarter here. Mara Pounds, Lindsay Shoup, Lucy Giles, Kate Steinbrock, J.C. Owens. Shot from the outside is no good. Rescued by Steinbrock. Shot up and in. That time Owens made hay down on the low block. Shot up and in.
10-6.
Herzog has the ball. Looks like maybe we can almost sit down if we wanted to, unless that bar's right in our way. Yep, it's right in our way. Mr. 6'10" headed for the parking lot, so we have a clear look. Conley all the way in, shot off the back of the rim, no good. And Lucy Giles has a big rebound for Minneapolis. Herzog pestering Mara Pounds as she clears the timeline. They're quick to come get Steinbrock as she gets her hands on the ball.
Ellsworth has switched to a 3-2 zone.
Shot from the outside, Kate Steinbrock, a little bit contested on the baseline, shot no good. Now Herzog, dribble drive down on the baseline, runs out of real estate and has to pitch the ball off. Now Lindsay Shoup on the run, dishes to Mara Pounds, in she goes, and foul. Good call. She had to step back, take the shot, and the referee did get it down there. 2-shot foul coming from Mara Pounds. Foul is on number 12, Landon. Kaylee Landon.
Third team foul, 2 on the Lions.
Free throw good. 2-shot foul. Kennedy Allison back in the contest, along with Connor Davis for Ellsworth. 11-6, Minneapolis. We're just underway in the second quarter. Free throw no good. Tipped out of there by Allison. Picked up by Owens. Now back to Shoup. as she resets the offense. Steinbrock wide open, gets it off to Mara Pounds. Matchup zone. Steinbrock pass is kicked by Macy Jones, and it goes out of bounds. Minneapolis to play it in. Free throw line extended. 6:22 left, second quarter. Steinbrock gets it off to Owens on the baseline. Skip pass to Shoop. Jump shot, rimming off. And Conley right there for the rebound. Now she goes coast to coast, gets it off to Jones. Landon has it. Now Herzog, three-pointer on its way. No, yes.
Front rimmed up and down through the net. 11-9 Minneapolis.
Shooter's touch. Heck of a shot. Shoop with the ball, gets it off to Allison. Skip past Mara Pounds, wide open, three-pointer on its way, good. If Mara Pounds is shooting well tonight, we're going to win this game. She has been shooting well, and she can score quite a few points. Outside shot by Landon is up and in.
Well, we've all of a sudden turned into an offensive shootout.
Here we go.
14-11 Minneapolis.
Both teams were really playing tight defense that first half, or first quarter, and now we've had a scoring outburst.
Over the back, J.C. Owens is whistled as Kate Steinbrock tries a three ball. She's maybe pressing just a little bit. I think she'll get a little better look. That's J.C. Owens' first personal foul. Team fouls are even at 3. Shea Allison in the contest. And I forgot to mention her time off the bench.
Oh, hold it.
She has gotten better and better all year long. She scored down on the low block and has rebounded well. She's getting quicker, her feet are getting quicker as the season goes along, and her minutes on the floor are pretty important, along with Jade Roulotte, Kate Steinbrock off the bench. As we're without Grace Peters, one of our defensive stoppers. Entry pass to Shea Allison, jump shot, no good. And Davis has a rebound for Ellsworth. Conley all the way down is shut down by Jade Roulotte, shot up and in by Macy Jones.
14-13 from Minneapolis' favor.
Jones and Davis look a lot alike. Davis a little bit taller. Shoop all the way in, jump shot off the glass, no good. And Herzog has a rebound on the backside for Ellsworth. Tight ball game here. Conley out on top, looked at the three, skip pass. Jones could not get to it, goes out of bounds. I think Jones lost her footing, and then the ball was passed a little wide. It'll be Minneapolis ball, three-quarter court. Shoop, or Allison plays it in to Shoop.
Weedle in for Steinbrock.
Man-to-man defense by the Lady Cats. Allison, three-pointer on its way, no good. Kennedy, and Shea has a hand on it last. It will be Ellsworth ball to play in.
I think we're getting just a little bit impatient with our offense right now. We're kind of making one pass and taking the first thing that looks available, and might behoove us to move the ball 2 or 3 times, get ourselves into a little bit better shooting rhythm.
Man-to-man set. I mean, Ellsworth has been primarily in man-to-man. Minneapolis kind of switched up the defense. 30-second timeout, and they're right back at us here. 3:57 left, first half action. Tight ball game as we expected. Ellsworth, Minneapolis.
Allison's shot did look good, though. It was about there.
I have a theory about those shots, however.
I figured the coach might weigh in on that one. And I agree with him. I think we have been a little quick with our shooting, one pass, one shot. And man-to-man, a little motion, reverse the ball, and pick here and there, we might get a layup. So Ellsworth with the possession here. Herzog reverse dribble. Gets it off to Jones on the right wing. Looking inside for Conley. She's not there. Jones once again gets it off to Conley out on top. Now down low. The pass is intercepted. Good quick hands of Shea Allison and Kennedy Allison. Shoop with the crossover dribble gives it to Kennedy Allison. Her shot on the baseline is no good. And Davis had the rebound, slipped off her hand and out of bounds. It will be Minneapolis ball to play in.
Allison and Shoop go out.
Well, with 3 minutes to go in the quarter, Conley is yet to score, and we're ahead by 1. What do you think about that?
I'll go for that. Weedle to play it in, gets it into Mara Pounds. Baseline dribble drive, shut down by Conley, and Conley once again is guarding our point guard. Maybe they like to cover her up to where she can't pass or something. I don't know what their theory is. I just think it's odd that she is guarding Mara Pounds. Lucy Giles gets it off to Sydney Weedle. She throws behind Jade Roulat, and the pass goes through the hands of Lucy Giles. It is rescued by Jade Roulat. Jader gets a ball screen from Lucy, picks up her dribble, gets it off to Lucy Giles, tries to dribble through the defenders and loses it. It's a jump ball.
J.C. Owens ties it up quickly.
It will be Ellsworth ball as the alternate possession rule favors the Lady Bearcats.
Shoop comes in for Weedle. It's still 14-13, 2:36 to go in the half.
Herzog clears the timeline. Minneapolis back in a man-to-man defense. Now Davis down low. Macy Jones, it's up and in. Good passing by the Lady Bearcats, and they have a 1-point lead.
Our first lead of the ball game.
No, they're up 2-0.
2-0.
Yep.
I stand corrected.
Lucy Giles all the way in, loses the ball, and the reach-in foul is called. She dribbles into 2 defenders there. They're going to come and get her.
But it's been a while ago.
Connor Davis picks up her second personal foul, and that's a good deal to get her out of there for the rest of the half.
2:09 to go in the half.
We play it in as they put the ball on the floor. Jade Roulat runs to get it. J.C. Owens all the way in. Shot good. J.C. Owens. And Minneapolis back in the lead at 16-15. Herzog running the point for the Lady Cats. Conley baseline drive is shut down by Jade Roulat and J.C. Owens. There's a long pass tipped by Lindsay Shoop and rescued by Lucy Giles. Turnover gives it back to Minneapolis. Jade Roulat. Mara Pounds quick shooting from the baseline, back rim no good, and Conley over the back of
Got the ball away from Pounds, but then tripped over her.
Boy, Conley was draped all over
Lost the ball.
Mara Pounds, both going after the ball, and I thought we were going to get a tie-up, but as Conley pulled it away, she walked with it and gives the ball right back to Minneapolis. There's an easy one. Nice pass by Kate Steinbrock. J.C. Owens cuts through the defenders, and that was too easy almost with Davis not in there.
Yeah. Ellsworth was really asleep on that one.
Long shot on its way, no good, and J.C. Owens has the rebound for Minneapolis.
18-15, Minneapolis.
Oh my, we almost throw it over the top. Allison, baseline drive, kicks it back to Steinbrock, three-pointer, front rim, no good. Now Conley's almost has a runaway, but is fouled by Kate at the basket. Conley will get a two-shot foul. Under a minute left, first half. Haley Conley, 5'9" senior, toes the line, shot up and no good.
Still has not scored this half, is that correct?
That is correct. That's, should we say amazing or astounding?
I call it good defense.
Mike will tell me I shouldn't have said anything.
Lucy back in, Mara gets a rest. Second throw on its way,
Yep.
she got it. 18-16 Minneapolis. Under a minute left, first half. Kennedy Allison gets it off to Shoop on the left wing, guarded by Conley now. Skip pass to Kate Steinbrock, entry pass to J.C. Owens, and that's a good mismatch. Loose ball comes out to Lucy Giles, shot over the rim, no good. And Jones on the backside has the rebound for Ellsworth.
30 seconds in the half.
We had a pretty good look there a time or two.
Lions with a 2-point lead, 18-16.
Might have rushed her shot a little. Ellsworth does want the last shot as Herzog pulls it out. Minneapolis matching up in a 2-3 zone here. They're going to make them take a long shot. I wonder if they know how much time's left. Herzog into the paint she goes. Shot. She's fouled.
Ball front rims.
Might be a good, oh, they're going to give her 2 shots. No, they're calling it on the floor.
1.4 seconds left.
And that was a good foul. Kate Steinbrock's foul. Ellsworth coach wants the shooting foul, and they called it on the floor. Ellsworth to play it in. Way out front to Herzog. It would have counted. Front rim no good, and that's the way the first half ends. 18-16. Minneapolis takes a 2-point lead into the locker room. We've got stats for you and comments from the coach and Dale when we come back. This is lineofpost.com, Eagle Communication, Channel 20. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. Welcome back to Hoisington, SubState semifinal. Minneapolis Lady Lions and the Lady Bearcats from Ellsworth, conference foes through the year. And as we expected, it's a 2-point ball game, and it's close here at halftime. Coach?
Yes, it's close in every aspect. As I look through the stats, I mean, everything is basically a dead heat right here at the end of the first half. Minneapolis leading 18-16. Leading scorers for the Lions with 6 each, J.C. Owens and Kate Steinbrock, followed by Mara Pounds with 4 and Kennedy Allison with 2. Ellsworth is led in scoring at halftime by Rachel Herzog with 5. Connor Davis and Macy Jones each have 4. Kaylee Landon has 2, and to me a huge surprise, Hallie Conley has 1 on a free throw with 59 seconds to go in the half. I would never believe that we would be at this point in the game and she would have 1 point. And I guess I'm a little, I don't know, I wonder what kind of ice we're skating on here with her only having 1 point and us only having a 2-point lead. I would have hoped maybe holding her to that, we would be a little further ahead than that. But
with her height, I always think maybe she's playing out of position. I know she's a good ball handler. She shoots well from the outside, but it just seems like she's playing out of position. Like you'd mentioned, she's guarding our point guard.
Well, she's guarding our point guard, and I think she likes that, outside. And the one thing about it, even with her height, you put her down inside, she's a lot easier to cover up, and I really don't know, if the rest of their team is that good at shooting from any distance. Most of their points have come from point blank, other than Herzog did hit the one front rim, bounced 8 feet high, come back down and nestle in the net 3, but everything else has been point blank. So I don't think that they really probably have a choice, but maybe to use her out there because of her athleticism.
Well, they do have such strong play inside normally from especially Davis, and Herzog is good with the 5 to 10 footers. So they really don't need her scoring much inside whatsoever.
And I think what we are seeing here, with the score only being 18-16 at halftime is, again, common foes. We've seen each other now for, 2.5 games. Everybody knows exactly what each other's doing and what kind of moves are going to be made. And so the scoring has been pretty tough going on both ends. As I mentioned, the rest of the stats are just as even as the score. Both teams are blistering 1 out of 2 from the line. So very few foul shots attempted. Both teams shooting obviously 50%. Minneapolis holds a 1 rebound edge at 12-11 at the first half. And both teams have committed 5 turnovers.
Wow.
So, very, for the most part, cleanly played game. Both teams, I think, being for the most part, happened to work to try to score, and so there's been a lot of time run off the clock by just trying to get the ball to a person for an open shot. Other than that, I thought that one spell where we got a little antsy, taking one pass and, first shot available, 15-footer, 18-footer, whatever was kind of there. Other than that, I thought we've been very patient. So have they. And, as a result, we have a very tight ball game.
Did you give Ellsworth points on their girls? And I missed it?
Yes.
Yeah, I must have been listening to the music. Sorry. Davis probably is right.
Herzog with 5, Jones and Davis both with 4.
Yes, very tight game. We match up well with them, and my opinion, if Conley's playing 30 foot away from the basket, it's to our advantage. Now it's just me and my thinking, but as you mentioned with Davis down low, she can handle the rebounding down on that low block. She's tough.
Yeah, I've been impressed with her ever since she was a freshman. She just no nonsense over the basket. She goes hard nosed, goes to it.
Well, I guess what I've seen so far too is, to me it's almost like Conley's not really looking for her shot. She's pretty good at, coming off of screens and stuff and, creating her own shot. I guess I have not seen her being really exerting
aggressive
herself offensively other than trying to get her teammates involved right now.
Think that might change in the second half?
Well,
you might start pressing?
Let me put it this way. If I was sitting on that chair over there where their coach is sitting, I would probably have her getting a little more offensive oriented this half. But at the same time, that we are concentrating on making sure that doesn't happen, which probably plays a role in why maybe she's, not getting shots. And
we've done a good job of doing that.
And some of the shots that they have had are a result, I think, of us being very wary of her, because there's I can think of at least 3 of their baskets where they really got the ball, 2 passes to the, high post down to the low post, easy shot, because we were, totally, I think, spread out trying to make sure that she does not score.
All right, let's hear another PSA. School activities teach students discipline, teamwork, and dedication while providing them with structured, supervised learning activities. Encourage your son and daughter to participate in school activities. Participation opens the door to a lifetime of enjoyment and excitement. Kansas State High School Activities Association and Eagle Communications Channel 20 encourages you to make activities and academic curriculum partners. And there's one last one for the game. Winter in Kansas is filled with many changes, like tonight, possibly, from icy winds to gentle snow. It's a time to enjoy the excitement of interscholastic activities. Thousands of Kansas high school students need your support and encouragement. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and its member schools provide thrills and suspense for a lifetime of memories. See another part of education come to life through interscholastic activities. This is a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and Eagle Communications Channel 20. No more of those tonight. The obligation is done.
You better hope it's a gentle snow.
Yes. Or none at all.
or none at all. That would be my preference driving home.
Well, we're 1 minute away from the start of the second half. What's the key to a Minneapolis win tonight, Coach?
I would say continue to play the defense that we are. Like I said, I think, a lot of Conley's not scoring is due to our defense. We have done a really good job of, keeping constant pressure out. So I think we have to keep doing that. And we just have to find a way to find a little bit of consistent scoring ourselves, because that's really been, we have not had that this first half, obviously, and that's probably due to their defense. So I think whichever team can figure out a way to solve the other team's defense is going to win this game.
We get the ball first to start the second half. Possession arrow favors the Lady Lions. We'll have to watch that tomorrow when we play Lions. The Lady Lions are their mascot also. So,
well, one thing about the Lions are going to win.
Yeah. Just underway here in the second half. Allison with the ball. Into the paint she goes. Jump shot is up, no good. And the rebound is fought for and pulled out of there by J.C. Owens. She's hooked by Landon. And Herzog comes out of there with a loose ball for Ellsworth. Now down low, the pass by Conley way over the top of Davis. and it goes out of bounds. It will be Minneapolis ball. Turnover gives it right back to Minneapolis. Not too many turnovers first half. Pretty clean first half, low scoring, but the defense was good. Conley way out on top on Lindsay Shoup. Allison left wing. She's got the baseline if she wants it. Giles shot from the free throw line, hangs on the rim and will not drop. Now Conley gets it off to Davis. Now back to Conley. They try to get her the ball. And Giles on the floor.
I think Allison fouled Conley.
Conley fell over the top of Giles, but the foul is whistled on.
That's on Minneapolis number 4.
It is Lucy Giles.
Her first line team foul.
Haley Conley. Hallie Conley. 2 free throws coming. First one good. 6:58 left in this contest. It's just third quarter. Excuse me, there's third quarter. Macy Jones tried to get to that ball, but Kennedy Allison pulls that rebound out of there.
It's 18-17, Minneapolis. Oh, we lose.
Herzog steals the ball from Giles, and Mara Pounds gets it back, and she's tied up. Possession arrow to favor Ellsworth.
Well, we prevented the easy layup there. That was good.
Conley to play it in for Ellsworth under their own baskets, gets it into Herzog. Looking inside to Conley. Outside shot from Jones. No good, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Shoup. Long pass down to Allison. And she is fouled. The long pass carried her all the way down to the baseline. She could not get a shot off. She spun and is fouled by number 5, Herzog. That's her first. And we'll play it in under her own basket. Kate Steinbrock back in the contest, along with Jade Relott. We get it in. Kennedy Allison has it. Inside to Owens, and the ball's tipped out of there and rescued as we turn it over. Jones with some good defense. Herzog, now Conley. Open from the three-point line, and it is good. Hallie Conley steps back and hits the three, and Ellsworth, as Dale mentioned, jumps out to a 2-point lead. Allison had some happy feet there. Oh, Shoup steals the ball from Conley, and in she goes. She's hooked by Conley. It should be a foul on Conley, I believe. Nope. Yes. Hallie Conley picks up her second, I believe. Second team foul. Kate Steinbrock to play it in. Jade Relott down low. She gets a shot off somehow. In traffic on the low block. Jadra with those long arms shoots over the top, and it's good. We're all tied up at 20 apiece. Herzog looks inside. Davis is guarded closely. Now Hallie Conley out on top. Spin move. Good defense by Minneapolis. Man-to-man defense by Minneapolis. Jade Relott's guarding Conley. Dribble drive, steps back, pops. Shot no good. Davis with a big board. Shoots over the rim, no good. And J.C. Owens clears the board from Minneapolis. Shoup all the way in, tries to dish it off, but Landon got in the way. Now Kate Steinbrock intercepts the long pass. Allison has it, has to get rid of it as she is pressed against the half-court line. Kennedy Allison on the right wing. She can shoot the three. And we reverse the ball the other side. Shoup wide open. She will shoot it. Shot up. Oh, it's good.
Trouble is, we haven't seen Kennedy make one of those threes yet.
I was going to say that, but I was being nice, Dale. You are not. But Shoup, Lindsay with a long shot from beyond the arc. The three ball goes in, and Minneapolis back to a 3-point lead. Herzog gets it off to Jones. Now on top, Landon. Herzog cuts loose a three. It's good. Rachel Herzog with a three ball, and we're tied at 23. Ellsworth coach wants a timeout. We'll take one too. Full timeout. Minneapolis and Ellsworth knotted at 23. This is SalinaPost.com. Salina Cable, Eagle Communications, Channel 20. We'll be right back.
Your headquarters for trailers including stock trailers, fifth wheel, flatbed, dump trailers, and tilt trailers. Also pickup beds, flatbeds, bale beds installed and serviced, plus they will go outside the box to customize exactly what you need. Joe's Fabricating, Hillsboro, proudly supports Minneapolis Lions.
What's that?
Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis offers hometown banking with commitment, experience, and quality service. Proud sponsors of area school activities.
B&K Prescription Shop has been serving the Salina area, including Central Kansas and North Central Kansas, since 1953. Providing patients of all ages the prescriptions that they need to feel better. B&K Prescription Shop.
Welcome back to Hoisington Athletic Center. It's the Hoisington Cardinals home floor. Minneapolis playing Ellsworth here in the SubState Regional. Minneapolis plays it in. We're all tied at 23 apiece. 4 minutes left, third quarter. Jadra Lott into Lucy Giles, back to Jadra Lott. Ball above her head, gets a ball screen from Giles, and Lucy loses it. Turnover.
Tie up goes to Minneapolis.
Actually, it won't be a turnover because it's a tie up our possession.
Having trouble holding on to the ball.
Yeah, but the play has gotten a little bit sloppier here in the second half. We've already got 3 turnovers, and they have 2.
We dribble down into the defenders, and it looks like Ellsworth is going to be whistled with a reach-in foul. Foul's on number 12, Landon. Steinbrock to play it in for Minneapolis.
13 foul, 1 of Minneapolis.
Shea Allison in the contest. Lucy has it. Has the ball tipped away. Baseline drive shot up, no good, and Shea Allison over the back of Jones.
I think Lucy got away with a big-time double dribble there.
Well, I think the ball had been tipped. Wasn't it?
Well, it was tipped, but she dribbled and picked it up and looked around for a little bit, and I think she said, well, I guess I'll go somewhere else. So that was my perspective.
I would tend to agree with you there. I had to wonder.
Landon plays it in to Herzog. Ellsworth on the offensive end. Conley, Davis, now Herzog. Good defense by Minneapolis. Conley down the lane she goes, and a hooking foul is the call, as Minneapolis defender sticks out the knee to try to stop her advancement to the basket. Shoop is whistled with her first personal foul, as J.C. Owens and Kennedy Allison come back in the contest. Third team foul, both teams with 3 team fouls. Left-hand shot no good by Jones.
They ran a really nice out-of-bounds play there and got a good look, but failed to put it in the hole.
Blocking foul is called as Shoop gets all the way down to the low block, and she is down.
Ellsworth, number 13, Macy Jones. Her first personal, 4th.
Shoop all the way down. I think maybe she got the wind knocked out of her.
3:10 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think she got the wind knocked out of her. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout and let you listen to a word from our sponsors. This is SalinaPost.com, Eagle Communication, Channel 20.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Welcome back. Lindsay walked off in good shape. Owens scoop shot up and in on the inbounds play. Nice pass from Sydney Weedle. And Minneapolis back to a 2-point lead. And Herzog dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. Turnover gives it right back to Minneapolis. Good defense there by Mara Pounds to shut down that drive on the baseline. Now some full court pressure put on by the Lady Cats. Allison has it. She's going to get a double team when she gets there at half court. Now Mara Pounds, good job eluding the trap. Now Sydney Weedle, and the blocking foul is called on Davis, I believe. Yes, and that's her third. And she's going to sit for just a little bit as number 20, or excuse me, number 15, Shannon Keith, into the contest. Mara Pounds in the corner. Shot from there is up and in. 3-point shot. Mara Pounds wasn't looking like she was looking for the shot. The defense pulled off of her, and she just stepped back and drilled it. 3-pointer down the hatch. Now Conley all the way in. Shot over the rim, no good, and she is fouled. I think it's on J.C. Owens. It is. That's her second, and Conley to the free throw line to shoot two. 2:27 left in the third quarter. Conley puts the first throw up in the end. 2-shot foul.
That 5-point lead, was that our biggest of the game?
Possibly was. Second throw no good, and J.C. Owens clears the board as Keith had a hand on that long carom as it back rimmed. Came right out at her. Entry pass to J.C. Owens. Nice pass to Jadra Lott on the backside. Jadra just so quick up and in. She gets the ball and she got just the nicest little bank shot off the glass. And that's, she got such long arms. She just shoots right over the top of the defenders. Minneapolis with a 6-point lead. Conley all the way in, runner no good, gets her own rebound, and the reach-in foul is whistled, and I believe that's on Jadra Lott. They're going to call that on the floor. Kind of thought J.C. Owens got hooked down there on her shot, but ended up being a nice pass to Jadra Lott.
To answer your question, we were up 8-2 in the first quarter, so we've now tied the 6-point lead we had then.
Okay.
Foul is whistled on Kennedy Allison, her first. Ball comes into Herzog. Scoop shot, no good. And Lindsay shoot back in. She's on the move. 2-on-1. Nice dish to Owens. Steps back and walks. Mercy.
Wow. Blew a golden opportunity there.
30-24, and we had a 2-on-1, and at least a layup, it looked like. Now down low. Oh, Jadra Lott so quick to cover up Jones on the low block on the backside as they tried to sneak one in. Good defense by Jadra Lott. They'll play it in. Conley throws it off the back of Lott. A little backyard stuff. Throws it off Jadra's back. Jumps in there and grabs it. Shoots it up and in, and Lott's whistled with another foul.
Yeah, it works. I saw that in the college game a couple weeks ago.
It works. Free throw, good. 3-point play.
30-27, Minneapolis.
Minute 23 left. Mara Pounds, 3-pointer on its way. In and out, no good. And Jadra Lott over the back is whistled with another foul. They went both up to get it.
Got Kate Steinbrock down. I didn't see what happened to her, but she's in some obvious pain.
She's holding her stomach, it looks like.
I think she got the air knocked out of her also.
Fouls on Minneapolis, number 12.
I was watching the action between Lott and
yeah, they both went up with it when they came down. Jadra was over the back, and that's what the referee saw. Whistled with her second personal foul.
Kate was involved in something away from the play. So
Minneapolis now has 7 fouls, the Bearcats 5. So
she's up, and I think the error is returning.
Should be a 1-on-1. Coach Weatherman is talking with the referees.
They're going to shoot him.
About how that foul occurred.
Herzog will be at the free throw line. Keith in the contest, along with Keith leaves Amy Westerman in for Ellsworth. Herzog to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Free throw front rim no good, and Jadra Lott has the rebound for Minneapolis. Mara Pounds on the right wing has the ball stolen by Landon. And her pass is stolen by Jadra Lott, but it's touched last by Herzog. It'll be Minneapolis ball. Heads up play there by Jadra Lott to force the turnover as Ellsworth tried to go up the floor. And we get it right back. Shoop out on top, guarded by Conley.
Minute to go in the third quarter.
Down low, J.C. Owens steps back, shot way off the top of the glass. No good. Landon tries to save it, but don't. It goes out of bounds. It will remain with Minneapolis.
I'm not sure why she was trying to save that, because I think that was off of us.
I thought so too.
We'll,
under a minute.
We'll take the present.
Not a good pass there as we throw it right to Ellsworth. We turn it over, and now the turnovers are starting to mount up. Conley, long shot on its way. It's good.
Ties it at 30. 35 seconds to go in the quarter.
So much for that 6-point lead.
Shoop with the ball out on top, guarded by Conley. Gets a ball screen from Jadra Lott. Dribble drive down the lane she goes. Shot off the glass, no good. Conley has it with 20 to shoot. Stops and looks for some help. Herzog on the left wing, 10 to shoot. Out to Landon. Back to Herzog. And they get the ball in the hands of the playmaker, Conley. She'll get the last shot, and up it goes. Three-pointer on its way, no good. J.C. Owens clears the board for Minneapolis, and that's the way the third quarter ends, 30-30. Tight ball game, as we expected. Ellsworth just will not go away, and when you've got Conley shooting a 3-ball here and there, it's going to be tough to get out to too big of a lead. 6-point lead at 1 minute, and then next minute we're tied at 30-30.
Yep. Well, basically, a 3-ball and a really intelligent effort on her part on that inbounds to throw it off of Jadra and step in and, got a 3-pointer out of that. So 6 points from her, just bam, bam, and we're back tied at 30-30.
At Lambert Insurance, Kent Lambert can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant on South Broadway across from the All-Star Lanes in Salina. Delicious recipes, generous portions, and daily specials made fresh daily. La Hacienda has something you'll love. La Hacienda proudly supports the Minneapolis Lions.
Welcome back to Hoisington. Coach, I was just checking the weather there. Chuck and I got in a snowstorm, came back from here one night, and it wasn't pretty at all. It's a lot like coming back from Russell there a couple weeks ago. Well, this is it. It's nail-biting time now. Ellsworth has it to start the third quarter, and we're all tied at 30 apiece. Herzog on the left wing, looks inside, gets it to Conley, steps back, pops, and shoots and hits. Shoop with the ball from Minneapolis. Gets a ball screen from Lucy Giles. Now back to Lucy. Skip pass. Mara Pounds now into J.C. Owens. She loses it, but it does go off of Jones. And it will remain with Minneapolis. Now the X Factor's back in. If Davis is playing well, we're going to have our hands full because Conley is starting to find the rim on the offensive end.
Yeah, she's much more assertive, and they are looking for her. And here's an easy one from Mara.
Oh, yeah. Mara Pounds lines up a three from the baseline, and that shot was nothing but net. It looked good all the way from the time it left her hand. 7 minutes left in this contest. Minneapolis with a 1-point lead. Jones with the ball, back to Landon, three-pointer, it's good. Everyone's shooting them now. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in the contest. J.C. Owens skip pass to shoot. Three-pointer on its way. That one's off and rebounded by Davis. On the backside, hands it off to Landon. 35-33. Ellsworth out front. Herzog, three-pointer on its way. No good. And Lindsay shoot. Flies through the air for that rebound. Now Kennedy Allison stops and hits. On the baseline. Get a nice little 6-footer.
Ties it at 35.
Oh, this is a good game. Good high school game. Shot left-hander, no good. Mara Pounds has the rebound, picks up her dribble, and is hounded by Herzog. Shoup gets it off to Kennedy Allison, off to Giles. Steps back, hands it back to Kennedy Allison. A little give and go over there. Out front, Mara Pounds, now Lindsay Shoup. Gets a ball screen from Lucy Giles. 6:45 left in this contest. Mara Pounds out to Allison. Dribble drive, shot off the glass, no good. And the rebound is fought for. And
Owens
J.C. Owens
throws it out.
Rolls over the top of Jones. What is the call?
Number 12, Kaylee Landon.
It was a holding call by Kaylee Landon.
Bar was shooting. Okay, this is 7th one. They just haven't put it on the board. No. It's 6th foul.
Bearcat team foul.
Right.
Checking in for the Minneapolis
We should play it in and do. Next foul will be in the 1-and-1. Shay Allison in the contest. Shoup, three-pointer on its way, it's good. Lindsay Shoup lines up a three from the baseline right in front of the Minneapolis bench, and it's nothing but net.
Right now, one of our best offenses is the out of bounds.
Yes, they tried throwing it over the top to Davis, and we fronted her, tipped the ball out of there. We had Shay Allison open for a second. Now Giles all the way in, shot is up, no good. She is fouled by Herzog, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. I think they had a little mix-up on the defensive end. Lucy found herself all alone, and the dribble drive to the rack as Herzog came to get her. Fouled her, two-shot free throw, no good. Off front of the rim, no good.
Checking in for the Lions, number 12, Jacob Lott.
We could use one of these, Lucy. 5:07 left in this game. Second throw on its way. It is rimming in. 4-point lead now for Minneapolis. Two-possession ball game. Jade Lott back in the contest. And Minneapolis goes into that 2-3 zone. Jones hands it off to Landon. Skip pass to Herzog. And Lott covers her up before she can get an open look. Connolly open from the left wing. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Front rimmed it, and Lindsay Shoup comes out of there with a rebound from Minneapolis. All the way in she goes. Connolly stepped in there and hooked her with the hip, and she should be called with the blocking foul. And is.
Fouls on Ellsworth, number 10. Alex Connolly.
With the 8th team foul.
I believe that's her third.
That is her third.
4:36 remaining in regulation.
We need to make a little hay here.
Yes.
Get this lead up a little bit. We might get them pressing just a little bit.
hit those free throws. Shoot misses the front end of the 1-and-1.
We let them get a bucket or two here and get this game back tied or close. It's going to go right to the wire, I think.
Jones back to Herzog. Looking down low for Davis. Conley on the low block, and we do a good job double teaming.
I was just going to say, look where Conley's playing.
Skip pass to Herzog. Three-pointer on its way. Good. Rachel Herzog.
39-38, Minneapolis.
30-second timeout called for and granted by the Ellsworth coach. We'll keep it right here. Dale, Leech.
Yes.
Is this the kind of game you anticipated?
Oh,
One-pointer going into...
I didn't quite honestly think I'd be seeing all these threes by both squads here in the second half, but man, you definitely tight, very competitive. Get these two squads together, they're just going to play their hearts out. And
well, Landon hit one, Herzog hit one, Conley's hit one, Shoup hit one, and
Mara's hit
Mara
a couple. So it's become a three-point shooting contest. We've gone from 18-16 at halftime to 39-38, so both squads have already exceeded their first half production, and we've still got 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, I thought we'd be hard-pressed to get to 40, but the offenses have started to loosen up here a little bit. Defense, I think Minneapolis gone to that 2-3 zone, but Ellsworth able to shoot it up over the top.
Yep. And right now, as I mentioned just a little bit ago, our best offenses are out-of-bounds plays. We have scored very consistently off of those, which is a very important part of the ball game.
Minneapolis to play it in after that timeout. Shoup with the ball. They're looking to trap. She dribbles through it, but Allison picks up the loose ball. Now Mara Pounds on the right wing. Dishes it off to J.C. Owens. She has a nice little 8-footer. It's up and in. Owens, there's no doubt about that shot.
41-38 Minneapolis.
Ellsworth. Jones has it. Gets it back to Landon. Skip pass to Herzog, and they throw it into the back court. No, Landon runs it down before we get to it. Herzog on the right wing. Hands it off to Landon. Now Jones. Minneapolis matching up. Conley has it. Oh, nice interception by Jadra Lott. Her long arms intercepted that one as Ellsworth turns it over now. Reach-in foul by Herzog. And we'll be at the charity stripe once again. We have to hit our free throws.
As we observed last night, those are huge. And we've got to get this lead extended a little bit because we know they're going to score some more.
Yes.
41-38 right now with 3:01 to go in regulation.
Lindsay Shoup at the free throw line, 1-and-1. First throw on its way, good. Two-possession ball game now. Just 3 minutes left in this contest. Second throw is good. She got them both.
The lead back to 5.
2:58 left. Herzog with the ball for Ellsworth. Top of the key. Top of the circle. Gives it off to Landon. Back to Herzog. No reason we have to come out of our little zone, ladies. Just hang down low and keep it out of Davis's hands. Connor Davis with a beautiful pass, high-low action from Conley, and Davis puts it up and in.
Nice assist from Conley on that. That was a well-executed play.
Mara Pounds out front it goes to Kennedy Allison. Davis's mobility a little bit limited with that big knee brace on that right knee. But it doesn't stop her productivity. She is good. Out front, Kennedy Allison. 2 minutes left in this contest. Ball screen by Lucy Giles, bumped by Herzog. And a timeout called for and granted to Coach Weatherman, 32nd timeout. So tell us, Coach, what's Coach Weatherman telling the girls right here?
That little sequence right there looked like we're going to see if Ellsworth wants to come and chase us. So from all appearances, looks like we're going to try to hold the ball and hopefully get somebody make a breakdown and get an easy one, or get to the foul line and hit our free throws.
1:56 remaining in regulation. Minneapolis up by 3, 43 to 40. What a nail biter. Sub-state tournament semifinal, or the championship berth on the line here.
Kennedy Allison to play it in for Minneapolis, guarded by Davis. Free throw line extended, gets it into Mara Pounds. Baseline drive, wraparound pass to Lucy Giles, goes out of bounds as Jones had it for a minute and lost it. It will remain with Minneapolis.
Well, we try to go for 2 if we can get a good opportunity here on the inbound.
As Coach mentioned, we have been able to score off that inbounds play. Owens hands it off to Pounds, baseline drive, and a blocking foul is called on Davis. She did not have position, but forced Mara out of Pounds. That's her 4th. Mara Pounds to the free throw line.
10 important fouls on the Bearcats puts us at the line for 2.
Double bonus. First throw, good. Woo! Big free throw right there. 2-possession ball game. Mara Pounds at the free throw line. She got them both. 5-point lead, 45-40, Minneapolis leading as Jadra Lott comes in for Lucy Giles.
Big defensive possession here.
Herzog has it. They roll the ball up the court to save some time. Ooh, quick hands by Jadra Lott. Conley saves it. Herzog out on top, 2-3 zone. Herzog liable to get an open look if she splits to the defenders, but Conley takes the baseline route. The shot up and in. Allie with a nice mid-range jumper, and she puts that one in and score. 45-42. Full timeout taken by the Ellsworth. Coach will take one too. Minute 23 left in this sub-state. We're at Hoisington. This is SalinaPost.com, Eagle Communications, your home of Lions Athletics.
Tonight's game brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis in all they do.
Suburban TV and Appliance Salina, your home of quality Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Maytag appliances and Traeger grills, supports the Minneapolis Lions. Home-owned in Salina for 51 years, Suburban TV and Appliance, 1900 South 9th Salina. Competitive pricing and customer service box stores don't have.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Hoisington. When you're a referee, you call it something else. I'll be nice and call it nail-biting time. Minute 23 left. 3-point lead. Minneapolis played in. Full court pressure put on by Ellsworth. We get it in to Lucy Giles. She gets it off to Lindsay Shoup. Now Mara Pounds. We clear the timeline. They're going to chase us. Conley out on Shoup. Kennedy Allison. Mara Pounds. And reach-in foul is called on Landon. Just oh, by the way, I'd like for you to call this foul. And the referee obliged her. As we saw in the earlier game, a technical foul was called on a girl that was fouled numerous times before the referee called it. So a quick one there is to our advantage and the referees to keep this game under control. Shoup misses a first of 2. Minute 6 left in the contest. Minneapolis 45, Ellsworth 42. Second free throw on its way by Lindsay Shoup. Rims in. 4-point lead now. Herzog has it. She continues to let that ball roll up the court. Don't know that that helps the time issue any. Allison now on the baseline. Long shot, no good. The long clearance picked up by Shoup. Long pass down the court. Allison chases it down. Not an accurate one for a run out. And a reach-in foul by Herzog, I believe, will send Kennedy Allison to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul.
Boy, we dodged a big bullet there.
Yep.
They ran a nice play, got Conley off of a double screen and got her a really good look, but she was unable to convert, and we're at the line hoping to extend this lead.
First throw on its way, no good.
44.9 seconds remaining in regulation. It's 46-42 Minneapolis. Chance to make it a 5-point lead here. With
5 would be nice. Allison's second throw on its way. Good, she got the second. And as I mentioned, a 5-point lead. 42 on the clock. Herzog way out on top. They're looking for Conley to get an open look. Landon steps back beyond the arc, can't pull the trigger, and neither can Herzog. Good defense by Minneapolis. A walk by Jones. Now Conley, mid-range jumper, nothing but air. It goes out of bounds. It will be Minneapolis ball. Good defense there, Coach.
Good, solid defense. Just did not give them a look at anything. Conley finally got one up, but it was very closely guarded, and it was basically just a forced-up shot.
25 seconds remaining.
We get it in. Lucy Giles is fouled by Herzog as she looked down court to J.C. Owens, and that ought to seal the deal. 5-point lead, and Lucy Giles to the free throw line to shoot 2 here.
Well, we'll try not to pull the Dale Leech hex here, but I think this one's in the barn.
Yeah, I say start the bus. Timeout taken for, looks like the Ellsworth got that timeout.
47-42, 23.6 seconds left, and I love you too, guys.
I thought this game is a well-officiated game. The one before this, all of them tonight that I've seen have been well-officiated. They've got some good refs in here. Lucy Giles, free throw. Good.
Well, you would hope at this time of the year that they are good, since they have been recommended by the schools and the association to be working these, so they should be the best.
6-point lead, make it 7. She got them both.
That might be our biggest lead.
7-point lead as they let the ball roll up the court. Landon grabs it. All the way in, layup, no good.
A little bit, I think.
And J.C. Owens clears the board for Minneapolis. Hands it off to Lindsay. Oh, reach-in foul first is called on Landon. Will send J.C. Owens to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. Well, it was a good victory. We knew it was going to be close. It was close all the way to the end, and a couple of possessions for Ellsworth where they didn't score at all. Owens' first free throw up and good. 50-42, 8-point lead. It wasn't 8 just a minute ago.
No, it was not.
Second throw, front rim, no good. Conley has it. Just leave them alone, ladies, and let them have. Conley, I think, rolled her ankle. No, she lost
the sole.
She lost her shoe.
Good grief.
Have you ever seen that? She came clear out of her shoe. Either that's the insole.
Oh.
I'll be darned.
Huh. No, I've never seen that.
She kind of rolled her ankle, but when she did, the shoe came off and the insole came clear out on the floor, and she...
Goodbye to Hallie Conley, very good player, well respected in our league.
Coach gives her a big hug, and rightfully so. He's enjoyed her presence on his team for the past 4 years. She played every year, and she's done. She's a wonderful player for Ellsworth. She can play in the years to come if she wants.
Heard anything yet? Well, she's going to play college ball somewhere. I'm sure she will.
If I was guessing, I would say that maybe volleyball. She's an awesome volleyball player.
Shoop rolls one in, and Minneapolis with a 9-point lead. You know, we're going to have our hands full with those Lady Lions tomorrow night. Second throw, front rim, no good, and Ellsworth clears the board. That's the way it's going to end. Minneapolis with a great effort to shut the door here at the end of this contest. The ladies played well all the way through against a very, very tough Ellsworth team. Minneapolis wins it 51-42. We'll be back with stats after a word from our sponsors. This is SalinaPost.com, Eagle Communication, Channel 20.
And the Lady Lions do it. Sweep the Bearcats.
We win and move on. We get Lady Lions tomorrow.
Followed by the boys championship game between the White and Team B at 8 o'clock.
Choose your beautiful new countertop, granite or quartz, from the large selection of slabs of granite and quartz in stock in the Creative Surfaces showroom. Your new countertop is cut from the actual slab of granite and quartz you select. Creative Surfaces is a proud supporter of Minneapolis Lions.
Welcome back to Hoisington. Minneapolis Lady Lions with an impressive 51-42 victory over the Lady Bearcats from Ellsworth. We've got point totals and some stats from Coach H as the Lady Lions win and move on.
Okay, the final scoring from the Lions' 51-42 victory over Ellsworth. Leading scorer for the Lions tonight, Mara Pounds with 12, followed by J.C. Owens with 11, Lindsay Shoup with 10, Kendi Allison with 5, Jade Relott with 4, and Lucy Giles with 3. Ellsworth was led by Hallie Conley with 13, 12 of those coming in the second half. Rachel Herzog had 11, Kaylee Landon with 8, Connor Davis with 6, and Macy Jones with 4. Free throws were obviously a little one-sided in our favor as we got that lead late, forced Ellsworth to come out and foul, and the girls did a nice job of converting as we hit 10 out of 17 free throws in that second half compared to only 3 of 6 for Ellsworth. In rebounding, again, fairly tight. We did hold an advantage there as well. We pulled down 14 rebounds in the second half to finish the game with 26. And Ellsworth only pulled down 8 rebounds in that second half to finish the game with 19. Minneapolis kept their turnovers very steady, 5 in each half for a total of 10. We did push Ellsworth up to 8 that second half, which gave them a total of 13 for the game.
I'm impressed. 3 girls. We needed, scoring to be spread out amongst the girls, and 3 girls with double figures right there is that's pretty nice. We can count on 3 girls scoring like that. We got bench scoring. It's just a real good victory. The girls played well throughout the game.
Well, I think as we talked, before the game, our strength is our balance, and as you see, we had 3 girls in double figures, and we had 2 others with 6 and 5. Contrast that with Ellsworth with just the 2 girls in double figures, and then their other limited scoring from there.
5 total scorers.
Yeah, 5 total scorers for them. But again, I just think our ability to spread it out makes a huge difference.
Well, that's the way it ends.
Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock p.m., the championship game between 2 prides of Lions, one from the community of Lions and one from Minneapolis, going to get together to duke it out. And tell you, it's going to be an interesting game. Lions is got a 6'1" girl, and nobody else over 5'4", I don't think.
They have a 5'7" girl.
Yeah, it's almost like the giant and the 11.
They're a little bigger than that. I checked their roster, and they do have a couple of 5'7", 5'8", so they're a little bigger than they, I think, looked on the floor, because when you stand next to her, everybody looks pretty small. I guess I was more impressed with them as the game progressed with their just team speed and their ability to get the ball down the floor. They are a fast-breaking team, and if we are not back on defense, they will be scoring.
They played, if they're short lineup, with Lassiter on the bench, that 6'1" girl, they played well.
Well, McClure runs that team, and if she's on the floor, she is 110 mile an hour the whole game. She'll sneak around the baseline, steal you blind. She'll out-rebound you at 5'4", and she'll beat you down the court. And she's got a canny way of getting that layup up and in and drawing the foul.
And drawing fouls.
Her only weakness we saw tonight was that
she's in foul trouble.
To make some very foolish decisions.
Well, their entire team, I thought, played very foolishly at times in terms of fouls. They were not aware of where they were at in terms of the game and how many fouls they had. Because, boy, I tell you what, there at one time early in the fourth quarter, I was beginning to wonder who they were going to finish the game with, because they had 4 and 4 and 4 and 3 on their starters. They were in deep trouble.
It'll be an interesting game, I think.
But I think our defense is probably a little tougher than what Phillipsburg put on the floor against them.
That's true.
So it's going to be interesting to see, I guess, in my opinion, how our defense offsets their ability to handle the ball and get the ball down the floor, because I was really impressed with their ability to get the ball down the floor with long passes. Pinpoint long passes for layups at the other end. So to me, will be the contest. Can our defense match their offense?
It will be a former CK Elpo Lions, the number 5 seed, taking on the number 2 seed Minneapolis Lions in the championship game. See who has the right to go on to
State
and Hutchinson. And this will be the ladies' first SubState championship game, I think, since 2007. So.
And since you guys don't have to go to work in the morning.
But I do Sunday morning.
It was a great victory by the Lady Lions. They just played well this neutral court. I thought it was actually going to come down to the last second shot or someone free throws, overtime, something on that sort. But Ellsworth had a couple of possessions that they just did not do well down the floor, and Minneapolis took advantage of that. Got the free throw line. We made some free throws down the stretch.
I tell you, I didn't want to say this at the beginning of the game because I didn't want to jinx us. But, we knew it was going to be a tight game. We knew the Bearcats were going to come out hungry to go. But I really had to wonder, when it gets down to the end, if things aren't going well for them, will they still have the fight and do well? Just will they have that thing that happens in athletics every now and then, say, oh, we can't do it.
Yep.
It's happening again.
Yep.
We can't do it.
Yes,
and I think that might have happened a little bit in the fourth quarter.
I look back, and I don't remember the exact time now, but there was probably about 4 minutes to go, I think, in the game. And I think we were at 5 at the time. And Herzog had a really good look from the corner, and I thought it was going. And I thought, that miss really changed probably the complexion of the game, because had she hit that, we're looking at a 2-point game again. Instead, we're still up 5, got possession, got the lead up to that 6 and 7 range. So I thought that was a huge juncture in the game. And then again, we also dodged the bullet that one time. I think we were up 5 or 6, and they ran that really nice play and got Conley off that double screen on the baseline and got her a really nice look at a 3, and she was unable to convert. So those 2 misses really, I think, kind of sealed their doom. And like you said at the end, you could tell when they have to come out and start fouling that, the ball game was over.
From my angle here, I saw the release, the rotation of the ball. I thought it was going in, the shot by Conley, but it just off the heel a little bit and bounced off. But that was a big shot, and the one before that, as you mentioned, Herzog missing. It's just a great finish. It's just luck of the draw that Ellsworth didn't hit one of those. But since they didn't, we took advantage of it, and they had to come get us. We made some free throw shots. Hi, Coach.
How you guys doing?
That was a good win, Coach.
It was.
We were just mentioning we had 3 girls in double figures, and I thought we played just a really good basketball game throughout the whole game.
You know, we were real patient the whole game. That's about as patient as I thought we'd been all year. I didn't think we had too many times where we took, early in the game, maybe a couple early shots in our offense. But as the game went on, we got a little bit more patient. And, you talk about having to get a lot of possessions, get a lot of points, and we still scored over 50, being a more patient basketball team tonight. So that's something to that is being efficient on the offensive end and taking advantage of the possessions.
We had just that was a comment that we made on the air at one time. There in the first half, we were really impatient for about 4 possessions in a row where we made one pass and shot. That was not good. And another factor we talked about also in the game was our ability to score off our inbounds plays. At one time there in the second half, that was probably our best offense.
It really was, and we've added some different things from the last time we played Ellsworth, so they were new, and we probably had 4 or 5 possessions tonight we scored on inbounds plays, and we talked about that in the locker room before the game about how important the inbound situations were, knowing it would be such a tight game.
Well, we hit free throws down the stretch. We rebounded well, and Conley started waking up in the second half. Davis kind of left us there for a while. She can dominate a game. At 5'7", it seems like when she gets the ball or her hand on the ball down on the low block, she's so strong. But I don't know. I told Coach I thought Conley played out of position, way out at 30 foot from the basket, but she has a way of making her points whether she's out there or under the basket. So she's just a pretty good ball player.
She really is a complete ball player where she can post up, go out and shoot the 3. She can drive it. She's about as versatile a kid that we have in our league.
Well, Coach, we better let you get over to McDonald's or Dairy Queen, isn't it? For here?
Yep.
It's a long trip home, but wonderful victory and championship game tomorrow night against the Lady Lions. We know the Lady Lions are going to win tomorrow night for sure.
I hope. Yeah. I hope the right Lions win. Yep.
Well, the Lions have that 2 guard that just gets up and down the floor. She's just a handful wherever she's at on the floor. She rebounds tenaciously at 5'4". She's just quite a ball player to watch.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, and they play a lot of good competition down in their league, and they've lost a lot of close games to a lot of good basketball teams. It'll be a difficult task tomorrow night, but hopefully our defense will be able to be a little bit of a factor in that game. And one thing I thought maybe is their defense wasn't as quite as good as some of the defenses we see. So it's going to be a good game.
Well, congratulations on the win. That's number 81. Looking for 281. No.
Yeah,
have a safe trip home. We'll see you down here tomorrow night for the championship game.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I told them, I said, it's going to be interesting because to me, our defense is way better than Phillipsburg's.
Yeah.
But also
their offense.
Well, with that, I think we're going to call it off and go home.
Yep. Unless you're going to go to work. Unless you're going to go to work for me in the morning.
No, I don't think so.
Good win.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back 6 p.m. is the championship game tomorrow night, Class 3 SubState here in Hoisington. Be with us and support your Lions. Hey, if you can come to Hoisington, that's even better. Thanks for listening, folks. As always, is having us in your home. This is Dale Leech.
Mike Perry.
Dale Henderson.
Thanks, folks. Good night.